Welcome everyone to Blaugrana Planet, welcome back to a new video, and today we have a lot of things to talk about because first of all, the agreement between Football Club Barcelona and Spotify is very close to being finalized. Also, Adama Traore, welcome Adama Traore, because Football Club Barcelona has finalized the loan deal of Adama Traore for the next 6 months, and also Ousmane Dembele is set to leave because things are very ugly for the French international. So without further ado, guys, let's start with the news of the day, because that is Mr. Adama Traore is already a Football Club Barcelona player pretty much. Tomorrow he will be finalizing the signature, and everything indicates that is a good signing. I think that is a power signing, a player that doesn't come to be a starter. Let's be honest, he doesn't come to be a starter, but I think that is a player that can give us some power there in the second half of the games. He has a lot of speed. It's not the player that scores the most goals. I was just checking his stats, and in fact, I think he's a player that creates more assists and creates more game than scoring goals himself. Anyways, he has scored some pretty interesting goals. We can see them here in this video actually. And he is a player of power, guys. A player of that trade in La Masia. He understands the system. Although I think that he's a very English Premier League kind of player, right? Strong, fast, dynamic, up and down. Doesn't really fit in the idea of Xavi Hernandez, but Xavi Hernandez has given the approval, therefore it seems that he's going to fit him in nicely. Obviously, I see Adama Traore as a replacement for these 6 months for Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele is going to be pushed out, and Adama Traore is going to be here for 6 months. So what is the deal? It's a loan deal with a buy option of 30 million euros, guys. I think that it's excessive. We're not going to pay 30 million euros for this player at the end of the season, only if he surprises us in a crazy way, which I really doubt it, because at the end of the day, he's played 160 games in the Premier League. He's only scored 8 goals, guys, and that is more than 9,000 minutes, or sorry, just shy of 9,000 minutes and 16 assists. Not too good to be fair, but he's a player that can play in the right wing, in the left wing, in the middle. He's dynamic, and I think that at the end of the day, it's a good addition to be in the bench, right? Adama Traore, welcome for 6 months. I really hope that you do well. I really hope that you bring us a lot of happiness, and it's certainly a kind of style of player that we don't have in Barcelona, because all of our players are skinny, they're slim, but this man is a beast. This man is a beast. In the last seconds of the game, you put this man on, and against a defender that has been playing for 70, 60, 70, 80 minutes, man, you see this beast coming at you, and you be scared. Therefore, welcome Adama Traore. I think is a good option, and that is the end. So, moving on to Spotify, guys, because I have a surprise. I have something interesting. I have breaking news for you. Not only the fact that the agreement deal between Spotify and Football Club Barcelona is very close of being finalized, very close. When I say very close, it could be happening in the next few days. It could be finalized, but also, if you look at this image, doesn't it shine in your eyes? This image, the Camp Nou, Spotify. Basically, guys, it seems that Spotify is also going to be getting the naming rights for the Camp Nou, and it's all in a bundle deal. Not only the first shirt, the main sponsor of the first shirt, but also the training kit. Spotify is going to get the back of the training kit, and the cherry on the cake, they are going to get the naming rights of Camp Nou. Therefore, Camp Nou, it's going to be called Spotify Camp Nou or something alike. We still don't know exactly the name, but everything indicates that this is going to be the way, and it's all going to be a bundle, guys. This bundle is going to be costing Spotify around 65 million euros per season. And I think it's positive that we chose Spotify, because Spotify is a well-known brand that a lot of young people know Spotify, and there were other offers as well. But they were all related to cryptocurrencies and stuff like that. Barcelona cannot make a bet like this on a business that isn't solid enough. Cryptocurrency, I respect a lot the sector and all you want, but you know what? If there's something crazy happening in that sector, which is madly volatile, then we cannot risk it. Therefore, Spotify is a good business partner. 65 million euros for the naming rights, the main sponsor of the football kit, and also the training kit, the back of the training kit. So guys, are you happy that now Spotify is pretty much going to be the main sponsor of Football Club Barcelona? By the way, the designs are not official, obviously. We're still having to see the last designs, but this is what's going to be looking like somewhat, you know. Interesting. I like Spotify. I'm going to buy this kit. Hell yeah, I'll buy it. Moving on to the last topic of today, that is Ousmane, the soap opera that never ends. Apparently there was a meeting yesterday between Ousmane Dembele and Xavi Hernandez, and also the agents of Ousmane Dembele, Moussa Sissoko, and the other agent, which I can't remember the name. They held a meeting with Ferran Reverter, the CEO, and also with Rafael Yuste, which is the vice president of Football Club Barcelona. So there was two separate meetings, right? The player and Xavi, and then the agents of Ousmane Dembele and Rafael Yuste and Ferran Reverter, right? What they ended in this meeting, guys, it is clear that Barcelona is not going to move a single bit, not even a single bit, and it seems that Ousmane Dembele is said to be leaving the club. He understood that there is no chance of him staying in the club. Possibly yesterday, Moussa Sissoko tried to sweet talk Laporta and all these people. He couldn't do it. You cannot mess around with Football Club Barcelona like you do. These people don't know how to do business, or maybe they do just to get money, but you know, the relationships in business are also important. It's not only the money, right? You need the relationships, you need reputation, and I think that Moussa Sissoko, Ousmane Dembele are getting none of it. They might get money, but zero relationships. Anyways, what I was saying, guys, is that he is probably going to be departing this winter market transfer, and possibly gonna leave us some money on the transfer, right? Because some players, some teams, are probably going to be paying a bit for him, even though his contract expires in 6 months, because you cannot let the player go for free. Or maybe yes, you know, but maybe 5-10 million euros would be nice, you know, would be nice, because that would be a nice boost of cash coming in, and also a relief in the wage bill. Therefore, maybe new arrivals coming, I don't know, Adama is here now, Morata, I don't know, man, you sign Morata, you sign Adama, maybe too many crazy signings, they would all come on loan anyways, but the big man is Erling Haaland, guys, Erling Haaland, and we're making space for him. Dembele is going to be leaving very soon. I'm looking forward to that. So guys, it's your turn to let me know. What do you think about Spotify? What do you think? I think it's a very nice deal. What do you think about Adama Traore? Is he the right signing for Football Club Barcelona? Would you execute the deal of 30 million euros? Interesting. Would you? Let me know. I wouldn't, but let me know. It's your option. It's your option. Maybe you can negotiate the deal. What if he kills it in Barcelona? Maybe not 30 million euros, but what about 15? You know, maybe, I don't know. We will see. It's all about your opinion, so let me know all in the comments down below, and of course, smash the like button, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell if you want to be notified as soon as I release my next video. And as I always say, Visca el Barça, Visca Catalunya, and see you in the next video.